Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Inside the PGTI. As the old saying goes, fortune favours the brave, and that's exactly how the city of Digboy came to life. After fortuitously discovering oil stuck to the feet of a load-carrying elephant, the British braved tough conditions to dig the country's first ever oil well in 1889. This sparked the eventual birth of the world's first ever refinery. An oil museum featuring the discovery well, known as Oil Well Number 1, is now a popular tourist site. Digboy has also become a resting place for brave-hearted soldiers since it was an important hub for Allied forces during the Burma campaign. Its war cemetery houses 200 men who died for their country. The Second World War also left its mark on the recreational activities of the country's former rulers. The Digboy Golf Links course, then only 9 holes, was equipped with a special war bunker for fighting against the advancing Japanese army which had reached the easternmost tip of India. An airstrip was also built on one of the fairways and has now become a part of local legend. IndianOil, the nation's premium oil company, has an extensive presence in Digboy, and to enhance their brands they have been sponsoring and nurturing a professional golf tournament since 1999. The 2012 event took place in the heart of the IndianOil township near the upper reaches of the Daehing Forest Reserve. Now in its 14th year, the recently rechristened IndianOil XtraPremium Masters Golf pulled out all the stops to welcome the golfers to the historic region. Once you reach the gates of the Digboy Golf Links, you are guaranteed to see some of the best sights in the city. There's plenty of birds and ducks to see throughout the fairways. And if you arrive early enough, even barking deer can be viewed eating their breakfast, especially on the first green and the third tee. Elephants also love to pay the course and surrounding area a visit, with this family attracting almost as much attention as the golfers. The Digboy Golf Links certainly has a rich history. It was established in 1930 and later expanded into an 18-hole facility in 1943. Until 1947, no Indians were allowed to play at the course. All that changed in 1971 when an Indian took charge. The course still hosts a number of tournaments, some of which have been running for decades.
When it became IndianOil in 1981, but the legacy was continued, and the many games, many tournaments are still played. And as far as the the clubhouse, particularly the shape of the clubhouse, you can see we have got a good a fireplace. Then also we have got one gas lamp. Those heritage, it's almost a heritage building. Although it may not have a that modern structure wise a very beautiful shape, but it's a heritage building as far as we are concerned.
Digboy Golf Links is one of the favourite venues among the golfers on the PGTI Tour, with many using a trip here to combine work and pleasure.
डिगबॉय आना इसलिए पसंद है क्योंकि एक तो यहाँ पे जो सीनरी देखने को मिलती है, यहाँ पे टी बागान देखने को मिलते हैं, ये बड़ी खुशी की बात है। साल में एक बार आना पड़ता है, तो इसलिए मेरा दिल कहता है कि चलो इसी बहाने घूम के भी आएंगे और गोल्फ भी खेलेंगे। और ऐसा मौका बहुत कम लोगों को मिलता है कि जो ऐसे भी लोग होते हैं जो बेचारे खाली घूमने के लिए आते हैं, लेकिन हमें तो 2 काम मिलते हैं कि घूमना भी हो जाता है, गोल्फ भी हो जाता है।
Well, the first image that people have, at least golfers, when they come this far east, to begin with, they never heard of Digboy. So their first thing to look at a Google map and try and find Digboy on the map. And thereafter, it is a venue so far away. The first thing that they are wondering how they get there. And with all the unrest in the past years that has been in Assam, they find it a little troublesome to get here and definitely a little scared. But yes, once they do arrive in Digboy, the so the institute, I mean, it more than welcomes the players here. It is one of the nicest venues to actually come and play golf. I mean, they take care of you till the last bit. Everything from food to transportation to preparing the golf course. I mean, it's been raining here for the last 15 days, and yet you have excellent playing conditions, which is quite incredible.
Digboy Golf Links is the only 18-hole championship course in the northeast of India. Many find its natural undulations and narrow fairways very challenging. Since the inception of the tournament, Mukesh Kumar has stamped his authority with 5 wins, but he had left empty-handed on his last 2 visits, so was eager to end that drought.
जीत इसलिए मदद करी क्योंकि काफ़ी यहाँ पे कोर्स बहुत सॉफ्ट है, इस टाइम पे काफ़ी बारिश हुई है, तो यहाँ पे बॉल को काफ़ी फेरों में रखना पड़ेगा. अगर जो प्लेयर्स फेरों में रखेगा तो वही इस टूर्नामेंट को जीत सकता, वरना नहीं, क्योंकि लेफ्ट राइट में ज़्यादा ग्रास है, बहुत बुश है, क्योंकि काफ़ी रेन बारिश काफ़ी समय में यहाँ पे कंटिन्यूस 20 दिन से बारिश हो रही है.
Shankar Das won in 2010 and 2011, but a bout of dengue fever has since affected his golf. The Kolkata-based golfer felt putting would be key to rediscovering his winning touch.
इस टाइम मेरा था क्या, शॉर्ट गेम अच्छा था, जैसा चिपिंग पडिंग ये सब बहुत अच्छा था. चिपिंग पडिंग ये सब अच्छा था. अभी चिपिंग पडिंग मैंने चल नहीं रहा. टी अप तो बहुत अच्छा मारते हैं, पर शॉर्ट गेम नहीं.
Das is still recovering from his energy-sapping disease. He needs to work on his swing, but the packed PGTI calendar will make it difficult to spend too much time with his coach.
एक्चुअली सपोर्ट तो चाहिए, जैसा हमारा भाई करता है, हमको सपोर्ट करता है ओपू दास, वो हमको हेल्प करता है. मैंने पडिंग में, शॉर्ट गेम पे, ड्राइव पे सब मैंने हमको कोचिंग देता है हमारा भाई है ओपू दास. उसका पास सीखता है, तो एक गेम खेलने के बाद तो हमको चांस नहीं मिलेगा. इधर से बॉम्बे जा रहे हैं, फिर इंडो ओपन खेलना है, बिल्ट ओपन खेलना है, तो इसका वजह से उधर नहीं जा पाएगा. खुद को ही करना पड़ेगा. ठीक.
So plenty of challenges were in store for the golfers as they prepared to chase the 25 lakh rupees prize money, along with some crucial Rolex ranking points. Lots more drama and history then to come after the break. Welcome back to Inside the PGTI. For the professional golfers at the IndianOil XtraPremium Masters Golf, the Digboy Golf Links wasn't going to be easy to handle. With continuous rain before the tournament and the undulating topography, it would prove tricky to keep the ball on the fairway.
The golf course in itself has a lot of character. Each hole here is a completely different hole. I mean, there is nothing similar about the hole that you previously played. And it's a thinking man's golf course, this one is. It's not easy to play on this golf course. You have to think through every shot before you play it. Also that this golf course is characteristically what we call crab grass. So it's not one of the easiest turfs to play on. Even the greens are crab grass. So there is no putt which is similar. You have to be very, very focused throughout the round to have to really shoot a good round here.
कोर्स में काफ़ी पाउंड हैं और अप एंड डाउन काफ़ी है, तो खेलने में काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है. अगर इस साल तो थोड़ा सा फेयरवेज ठीक नहीं है क्योंकि काफ़ी बारिश वारिश थी, लेकिन नेक्स्ट टाइम देखो अच्छा होगा तो ग्रीन थोड़ी फेयरवेज अच्छे चाहिए.
Even the greens were fiddly. Unique in the country, crabgrass can make putting unpredictable, with golfers having to quickly come to terms with the fact that even the shortest of putts weren't guaranteed.
क्रेब ग्रास तो ऐसा है ना, साल में एक बार इंडियन प्लेयर को क्रेब ग्रास में खेलना पड़ता, तो उसको थोड़ी मिसिंग तो होएगी, लेकिन ऐसा फील भी नहीं होना चाहिए प्लेयर्स को, क्योंकि यहाँ टूर्नामेंट खेलना है, ठीक है, अप एंड डाउन तो चलता रहता है. अच्छे ग्रास में भी लोगों से पट नहीं होती, लेकिन जो क्रेब ग्रास है, क्रेब ग्रास में भी प्लेयर अच्छे खेलते हैं. अभी 2 साल से शंकर दास काफ़ी अच्छा प्लेयर खेल रहा था, दो जीता कंटिन्यूस रो से. कंडीशन जो होती है, पटिंग डिपेंड करता है, ग्रास कोई भी हो, पटिंग अच्छा होना, हर चीज़ अच्छी है।
The players and organisers also had to be wary of elephants trampling the course, as well as be ready to rule on balls landing in ditches and crevices on the fairways. Yet none of these factors put anybody off.
So this adds to the challenge to the golfers, and this is unique, I believe. And as far as the golf course, you can see it is on the next to the reserve forest. We can always say that it is elephant invested golf course. We have got this, this elephant visit all throughout the year, and in many a times when we play sometime, then we find that that elephants are also nearby. Normally if they come in herd, they don't harm. There are deers, of course there are leopards. Leopards are, of course, it is difficult to see, but still some people have seen it.
The par 71 6,309-yard course is picturesque and full of variety. The signature hole is the short par 3 127-yard 16th, which is called the Stairway to Heaven due to its unique tee to green approach. The longest hole is the par 5 11th, measuring 513 yards. It is known as the Captain's Well, since it was near this hole that well number 992 was drilled. Fortunately for the course, no oil was found. Hole 17, the second hardest on the course, pays homage to the bird life here and is thus named the Hornbill's Haunt. The course has some newly grown rough which can prove treacherous without preferred lies. The ditches can also catch a lot of professionals out, while the par 3s, despite being quite short, weren't easy.
सबसे डिफिकल्ट होल यहाँ का तो 10 नंबर होल par 3 205 यार्ड है। काफ़ी लंबा कोर्स है और प्लेयर्स को 3-3 उड़ मारना पड़ा था। मैं खुद भी रेस्क्यू खेला 2 आइन। काफ़ी लंबा छोटा ग्रीन है, सामने का लेफ्ट राइट बहुत डिफिकल्ट है। तो इस 10 नंबर ग्रीन हुआ, एक जैसे सेकेंड होल है। काफ़ी ऐसे par 3 जो बिल्कुल काफ़ी डिफिकल्ट है। इतना आसान कोर्स भी नहीं जितना अच्छा प्लेयर सोचते हैं कि इतना इजी कोर्स है। इनके ग्रीन बड़ा टफ है, बड़ी दिक्कत जाती है प्लेयर्स को खेलने में।
61 golfers arrived at Digboy Golf Links to try and win the 2012 IndianOil XtraPremium Masters. Let's find out which of them would strike it lucky. Day 1 kicked off with Rudresh Sharma of Delhi carding a 5 under 66. He was aiming for a top 10 finish for the first time this year. It left him one shot clear of Vishal Singh of Jaipur, who enjoyed a red-hot spell on the greens, firing a 4 under 67 with only one bogey on his card. A number of players were tied for second place, including Bangladesh's Mohammad Zamal Hussain and the veteran Mukesh Kumar. Dipinder Singh Kular was also tied for second place on 4 under, one shot off the leader Sharma, but overall a day of high scores with most of the field struggling to stay under par. "40-year-old golfer Vishal Singh had a spectacular day, carding a 6 under par 65 in round 2 to jump to sole first place on 10 under par. Zamal of Bangladesh kept up the pressure with a 3 under par 69. It left him 3 shots off the pace. Harendra P. Gupta from the City of Gardens, Chandigarh, was a further shot back in joint third place alongside Mukesh Kumar. Dipinder Singh Kular of Guagan hit it long and straight to finish in 5th place, 6 shots off the lead. So Vishal Singh forged a 3-shot lead at the halfway stage, with Mohammad Zamal Molla lurking on 7 under and 5-time champion Mukesh Kumar in the mix as well. As the players headed into the penultimate day, Vinod Kumar of Delhi shot one of the best rounds of the tournament so far, a 6 under 65, which took him into 5th place. One place in front was Rudresh Sharma on 6 under, who enjoyed an excellent day on the greens. Harendra carded a bogey-free round of 68 to move into joint second. Alongside him was Vishal Singh, who plies his trade at the Rambagh Club in Jaipur. The pair both finished the day on 9 under. Mukesh Kumar once again banished a bogey at the first to card a 5 under 66. It moved him to 11 under par and gave him a 2-shot advantage. So Kumar was on track to win the tournament for the first time in 3 years. He held a 2-shot advantage over Vishal Singh and Harendra P. Gupta. Find out which of the three would take the trophy after the break. Heading into the final round, these were the contenders. Mukesh Kumar at 11 under and gunning to break his title drought. Harendra P. Gupta aiming to bag his first ever PGTI title. And Vishal Singh chasing his first ever top 10 finish. The leading group, though, all had a terrible start on the first hole, carding bogeys. First up, Mukesh dropped to 10 under.